Alrighty guys, welcome back to another LEGO Dimensions set review from BrickByBrick, and today we have the Powerpuff Girls Team Pack, which comes with Blossom and Bubbles, I think, and set number 71346, and contains 93 pieces, even though you can't tell with the lighting. There you go, 93 pieces. But this does contain 2 figures and 2 builds, the 2 figures being Blossom and Bubbles, and the builds being the Powerpuff Girls smartphone and Octi. So, I'm gonna start this review off with the quick disclaimer. I don't know anything at all about Powerpuff Girls. I have zero clue what any of this means. So, I might not be the best review source, but I am gonna do my best to provide an objective review on just the bricks here. Absolutely nothing about characters. So if you like Powerpuff Girls, you'll probably like this, whether or not I tell you I do, myself. But the builds on the back of the box, I think that these two are better than that weird robot thing from the Fun Pack, which, is kind of starting to lead me on the path of, wow, these Fun Packs from this last wave aren't very good, besides Beetlejuice. But I do like the printed pieces on here. This rebuilds into a squid and a skunk, which is kind of interesting. And I like that Powerpuff Girls Hotline build. I think that looks good. The magnet is an interesting idea, but, that is all for rebuilds. Nothing super duper exciting, but I will admit that some of them actually do look alright. Most secondary builds don't look that great, but these ones aren't bad. The figures, Blossom and Bubbles, are very similar. Blossom has Pow and Pink on her toy tag. They have the same exact legs, and their torso prints are both just a black stripe front and back, just on different colors. And Bubbles, says Zap on the bottom. But the real interesting thing here is their head molds, and they're designed to look very cartoony, or like the show. I've seen commercials for it, so I know what the animated style looks like and all that. I just never watched it or paid any attention to it. But they're really, 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 really big heads. Let's see. Yeah, I got a figure sitting around here somewhere, right? Yeah, Kai. Look, she is as tall as Kai, and she has short legs. So her head is pretty large. The printing on there is really well done. This is a fantastic job with the actual molding of the part. I think that, the molding and design of this piece is phenomenal. It's even got a little X there to just add a little detail, where it's mostly smooth on the back. I think that the head pieces of these figures are really cool. Again, I don't know a thing about Powerpuff Girls. Maybe the characters are just awful, but, and, they don't really mean anything to me, but personally, I do think that they did a great job with the molding of these pieces. If it does feel a little, out of style, it doesn't feel like a minifigure necessarily, which some people might not like. I don't mind it because I like having, something a little bit interesting and different to break it up. And it definitely kind of made these a little bit more interesting for me, personally, these figures, but, they are less useful because of that, so I don't know exactly where I stand on here. I have a feeling if I like these characters, I would appreciate it, so maybe you Powerpuff Girls fans out there might know what's going on, but, yeah, for me, I think that they're cool, they're well produced, but they are what they are, so. The 2 builds here, though. The Powerpuff Girls smartphone does have that one printed tile on there, and I believe this is the actual build of the smartphone, because this is all that shows up in the game, and this is just, use of extra parts. But, like, for the main build, it's a flying thing, and it goes around like that. I used it once, and that's probably all I'll ever use it, but, yeah, whatever. The print isn't bad, and it'll be interesting to see the other builds of this thing, I think, in real life. But this right here, this so-called Octi, I don't know if he's like a named character or maybe even just a vehicle or something. I don't know, but he looks really funny. I like his printed eyes. I think that they look nice. You could get some expression out of them. Like you could go like that, turn them around. It's kind of weird, but doing stuff like that could be, you know, an option. Interesting. The, you know, nose or mouth is blue, and I like the little blue top hat that he's got going on there. And his little tentacles are all posable as well. You can move them up and down, and you can even move them side to side because they're on that newer bar style piece with the rounded edge. So I do like this build quite a bit. And overall, I think that, you know, this pack is not bad. I was not super excited for it, again, because I'm not super excited about Powerpuff Girls. It's completely just a, you know, franchise thing for me. I do think that it's interesting, at the very least. I appreciate the, you know, exclusive prints and the molding for the heads. But again, you know, personally, I think that this is designed to appeal to Powerpuff Girls fans, and I think it will. It's not for me. That doesn't mean it's bad. It just means it's not for me. So, you know, if Powerpuff Girls is your thing, you'll like it. If not, I mean, you could like it, maybe. I don't know. Kind of hard to come to a conclusive decision here with having no experience, but I do think that the builds aren't bad and the figures are cool if you can get around the fact that they're not really what you're used to. So, those are my thoughts. Kind of jumbled there, but that's the best I got. So, hopefully you guys enjoyed. Maybe found this a little bit informative at all. Oh, I don't think I ever turned him around. He does have that one gray spot there, which, you know, not avoidable with the parts count included. So, you know, anyway, hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, let me know in the comment section down below. If you like Powerpuff Girls, let me know in the comment section down below if, you know, this is a good pack or not. Maybe you can help me come to a final decision. So, anyway, make sure to do that, and leave a like on the video if you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys all next time. Bye, everyone.